is news now for August 11, 2021. I'm Muslim Abayam. Many thanks for joining me. On the Nigerian scene, the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, NPHCDA, yesterday said it was in conjunction with the National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, deploying traffic and tracing technology to monitor the 4 million doses of Moderna vaccine at all health facilities where the vaccines will be administered. Rollout of the Moderna vaccines begin next Monday, where Nigeria will today receive 176,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson, J&J, vaccines out of the 29,850,000 doses that the federal government procured from the Afreximbank through the African Union. Executive Director CEO of NPHCDA, Dr. Faisal Shuaib, while briefing newsmen yesterday in Abuja, disclosed that the doses are meant for persons who live in hard-to-reach areas, as this way they can be given a single shot of the vaccines and get fully vaccinated instead of other types of vaccines that are of 2 doses. He added that the country is expecting to receive 700,000 doses of AstraZeneca vaccines to enable those who have received their first jab get their second dose. The federal government had earlier in March received 4,025,000 doses of Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, out of which 3,938,945 doses had been utilized across the 36 states and Federal Capital Territory, FCT. And in business, the World Bank has stated that Nigeria is among a list of top 10 countries with high debt risk exposure. It stated this in the financial statement for International Development Association, which was among the World Bank FY21 audited financial statements released on Monday. It stated as of June 30, 2021, the 10 countries with the highest exposure accounted for 66% of IDA's total exposure. Nigeria was rated 5th on the list with $11.7 billion IDA debt stock, while India led the list with $22 billion IDA debt stock, followed by Bangladesh with $18.1 billion IDA debt stock, Pakistan with $16.4 billion IDA debt stock, and Vietnam with $14.1 billion IDA debt stock. The financial statement for IDA disclosed Nigeria had a total undisbursed balance of $8.7 billion, consisting of $1.462 billion loans approved but not yet signed, and $6.61 billion signed loan commitments. And in Africa, Zambians will decide Thursday whether to re-elect President Edgar Lungu after the country's worst economic performance in decades and a crackdown in dissent that has raised fear of arrest in the southern African country. His main rival in what polls suggest is a close election race is 59-year-old Akande Ichilema, making a 6th run for the presidency. Ichilema has already narrowly lost to Lungu twice in a 2015 by-election after the death of ex-president Mike Sata, and then in general polls. The following year, Lungu deployed the army following clashes between the rival supporters in the run-up to presidential and parliamentary polls, a move critics denounced as a tactic to intimidate opposition voters. Analysts said the result of the closely fought election will set the tone for investment in the copper-rich southern African nation, where more than half of its 7 million people live in poverty. Surveys suggest economic hardship has eroded support for Lungu, accused of borrowing unsustainability to finance flashy infrastructure projects. As living costs soared, in the capital Lusaka, Lungu's Green Patriotic Front (PF) party manifestos have dominated billboards lining beautifully freeways and overpass bridges. They trumpet achievements in construction, agriculture, and youth employment. Opposition voters whose party color is red are keeping a low profile in Lusaka, traditionally a PF stronghold. Some of them even wear green, the ruling party's color, to avoid trouble, known as the watermelon tactics. We do not feel that safe. There's so much intimidation, said UPND supporter William Njombo, a 42-year-old pastor volunteering at the party's headquarters. And on the international scene, Britain reported 146 new deaths within 28 days of a positive COVID-19 death on Tuesday, the highest daily total since March 12, as the impact of last month's surge in cases fed through into fatalities. The number of new cases reported on Tuesday fell to 23,510 from 25,161 on Monday, less than half the peak of 54,674 recorded on July 17, shortly before most social distancing measures were removed in England. But coronavirus cases have begun to creep up again, with 296,047 Britons infected with COVID-19 the past week, 7% more than the week before and the highest rolling 7-day total this month. Prime Minister Boris Johnson's government went ahead with easing COVID-19 restrictions in England owing to a broad vaccination campaign that is said had largely broken the link between infections, hospital admissions and deaths. 3/4 of British adults have now received 2 doses of COVID-19 vaccine and 89% have received at least one. Britain has suffered 130,503 deaths within 28 days of a positive COVID-19 test, the second highest in total Europe after Russia, one of the highest in the world. However, deaths and hospital admissions have been much lower after the most recent wave of cases than before. The UK recorded 622 COVID tests in the past 7 days, up to 15% on the week before, but well below weekly date totals above 8,000 at the start of this year. And in sports, Lionel Messi signed a 2-year deal with option for a third worth £25 million per year after tax. The 34-year-old was set to sign a new 5-year contract at Barcelona, but arrived in Paris on Tuesday to complete PSG deal. Messi: "Everything about the club matches my football ambitions." The 6-time Ballon d'Or winner arrived in Paris on Tuesday afternoon to complete a medical and seal his move to the French club on a 2-year deal, with an option for a third worth £25 million per year after tax, plus bonuses. Messi will receive a £25 million signing on fee as part of the move and will wear the number 30 shirt for PSG, which was the number he wore on his Barcelona debut in 2003. The 34-year-old was set to extend his 21-year stay at Barcelona by signing a new 5-year deal this summer. But the club announced on Thursday that financial and structural obstacles meant the contract could not be fulfilled. And that's it on news now. For more stories, visit our website on AFRICUNIA.tv. Follow our social media platforms to enjoy our program. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and drop a comment in the comment section. I'm Roslyn Abayam. Many thanks for watching.